And here we got another patch of grass. And here we've got dwarfed primroses. Now they may or may not be wild type primroses, but the hope is that they are wild type. So not having any primula genes in them, the primula, different colour flowers and multi-stemmed jobbies. But you see how small they are? There's my finger. And this bit of grassland, see, it looks different, sort of greyish. This is that sedge. Oh, and here's tormentil. Some people call it tormentil. It's a pretty little flower. Specialist on acid grassland. Not terribly uncommon, but nice all the same. Lots and lots of this sedge, which might be Carex nigra. If you keep mowing something like this, as I say, it tends to spread, and then every so often it'll put up a flowering spike, and if that coincides with a gap in the mowing, it can successfully flower and set seed. It's a bramble. So this basically gives you an instance of how the mowing or tight grazing halts succession, because bramble will come in, and if it gets away it'll form a cushion and then a bush, and then trees can come in, and bramble can be the mother of the oak. And that there is hart's-tongued fern, Phillitis scolopendrion, if you're interested in the Latin. And here's a different sedge. And you can see where it's been cut off either by the rabbits or by the lawnmower. And look. We know what that is now. And here we have heather. This is ling. It's a very, very common. It's a dwarf shrub. It stays very low, very tight, especially where it's mown. And this will be starting from a little plant and basically spreading out year after year after year. This can be decades old, this individual plant. Just spreading a little bit like a fairy ring. These rabbits. Come to the Anemone channel and see animal shit. So I'm going to have another quick walk around. I might talk to you again in a minute. But if not, I might get called to go on the boat, because we're here on a job. 15 minutes of this. In the meantime, here's some more heather, and we'll leave that segment on heather. Okay, what I said a little while ago about microniches, you've got one here. Someone at some time has driven a vehicle on here fairly recently, and it's basically poached this ground, squashed it down, made it lower so it holds water, make it wetter. And we see how we're getting different things here. Here's a little toad rush. I think that's bugle, dwarfed by mowing. And you've got lots and lots and lots of this black sedge, and there's one that's flowering. See him? So this has wiped out the initial vegetation, the original vegetation, such as this heather. See it? And provided an opportunity for other species to come in. This is what this sort of low level, small scale ecological diversity is all about. And there's a bit of rock greening through. Yeah, micro niches can be very important. What you can't do if you're thinking about ecology is try and freeze something in aspic so it doesn't change. Say you've got an ideal vegetation type that you like. It's very difficult to keep that as it is in perpetuity, because things change. Different plants come in, different plants do well, do badly in a given year, allowing other plants to come in. Grazing pressure can change, so we get mixed mitosis on the rabbits. or they sack off the guy who's doing the mowing, and it goes without being mown, or mown less frequently, or even with a different machine. So you look at all the heather here, it's just everywhere. And the change of the mowing or grazing intensity can allow different species to come in. Finish. Zoom over the Scarlet Pimpernel. Have a quick look on this area of lawn. More milkwort, different colour. This is the pink variety. Colour morph. More heather here. See how short it is? And this is gorse. This can be invasive. It's a native. That's probably European gorse, the big one. Over here, it's mowed short. This sort of plant, sort of spray coming in and keeping it short by killing it. Very similar to this. Under this Cotoneaster, under this Japanese rose, Rosa rugosa, under this gorse, which is being kept short. Even another micro niche, bare rock, with the stone crop on it, the heather going through the heather and on it and above it. It's rather nice lichen. I don't know which one it is. So there's different opportunities, even in a garden, a mown landscape, Finish here, it's about time to go on. So we see this orchid here. You see that this habit, low growing, with a rosette of leaves which are close down to the ground. This is a tactic adopted by species which are close ground and hard grazed, and then they get enough resources to put up their flowering spike and they put it up quickly. In this case the thing's a little bit shorter resources, so it's got a small flowering spike, and its strategy, if that's the correct word for a plant, is basically to push up its spike, set seed fast and drop its seed fast. Whereas in richer grasslands, less heavily grazed, more nutrients and more resources that it can use, it will have a much taller flowering spike and grow to its maximum quite a bit slower. And you see it's the same with all these species, like daisy for instance, and these little dandelion family jobbies. The rabbit scrape here. Grasses and sedges as well, that's a sedge. That's a grass that's had its flowering spike chopped off, and this one. So that probably won't flower this year because it's shorter resources. And the same for these primroses. You see it? Now these things, which are ragwort, staying very small, struggling along. So all in all, nice habitat. Right, someone's on the phone, better answer it. Oh, picnic thistle. Sit on that having a picnic, you'll know it.